Watching Mr. Beast pisses me off so much because it shows that we were right about the 1%.
Hi guys, so Mr. Beast is still being dragged and cancelled for building 100 wells in Africa. He's even been called other things like R to the CIST and etc. He actually knew that it was coming because he even posted about it on his page. Let's get into a few videos and then I'm gonna be back.
Mr. Beast recently uploaded a video titled I Built 100 Wells in Africa, where he traveled around different countries in Africa, Cameroon, Somalia, Uganda, Kenya, you name it, and built wells so that people could have drinkable water. By the end of this video, 500,000 people now had access to clean water from these wells. On top of that, he also helped some of these communities with their schooling, giving them whiteboards, projectors, computers, donating soccer balls to the local community. A lot of seemingly good stuff. Here are some of the highlights from that video.
These 100 wells are going to give around 500,000 people fresh water to drink. And while we were finishing these wells, we were also able to update one of their schools with brand new computers. And even put modern whiteboards and projectors in all the classrooms.
You know, students complaining of diarrhea, infections like typhoid, because this is the water we've been using.
This river, when it is swollen, it can sweep away people, students, or even animals.
In the recent past, we have lost about 3 people trying to cross this river. We wake up very early, about 4 o'clock, so that I can fetch water for the school.
We are not safe fetching water here. That place is very slippery. Chances of getting an injury is very high.
I know it's weird that a YouTuber has to do all this stuff, but someone's got to do it. And if no one else is, we're going to do it. As you can tell, it really does change the lives of the communities where we build them.
And to be fair, many people did applaud him for what he did throughout this journey, saying that he is solving a problem for the different communities that he's touched, and he's actually pointing out a major problem with each of the governments of the countries that he visited. Many said that through this video, he managed to help hundreds of thousands of people, while also pointing out the failures of the government, saying that their taxes should have been able to pay for them to have drinkable water, which is to be expected, right? All in all, you would think that people would be very happy to see an act of charity like this play out and to see hundreds of thousands of young people, women, some of whom are pregnant. And that's exactly what you would expect, right? If you see a group of people that are struggling with an issue, and especially an issue as important as drinkable water, and someone takes it upon themselves to fix that issue, we should feel happy, right? And of course, to fix that issue, we should feel happy, right? And of course, we can use it as a moment to reflect, right? Because it is sort of crazy that some random guy from America who just happens to have a lot of money and a big platform can just fly over to a country and start building wells. But should we be pissed off at the guy who decides to do that? No, in my opinion. But of course, as is the case with anything on the internet, some people just find a way to be mad. And Mr. Beast even anticipated this himself. He's quoted as saying, "I'm gonna get canceled because I uploaded a video helping people, and to be 100% clear, I don't care." But let's get into some of this now viral criticism that he's getting for building these 100 wells. Many are pulling the race card and saying that it is unbelievable that a white man is going into a predominantly black area and getting such attention for solving issues like this. Others are saying that he's perpetuating a stereotype that Africa is somehow dependent on handouts rather than having their government or their people fix their issues. Others are concerned that he's profiting off of the videos that he's making, even though he says this at the very end of his video.
We're literally not profiting a dime off this video. 100% of the money we raise is going to go towards building more wells like you saw in this video all around the globe.
And of course, he's receiving another form of common criticism that he is doing charity porn, which is essentially this idea that he loves showing himself in this virtuous position of helping other people, and we love to watch that content because we feel holier than thou and pity those that are receiving the help. So while Mr. Beast has managed to go and build these 100 wells, giving 500,000 people drinkable water, while also doing philanthropy that has now raised $350,000, at least as of now, for getting other people drinkable water, there's trolls on the internet being upset about what he's done. I'm gonna actually read a thread so that we have proof that these people actually exist.
Watching Mr. Beast pisses me off so much because it shows that we were right about the 1%. Why has Mr. Beast done more in the past 5 years alone than the 1% has since the beginning of time? The man has given sight to the blind, fresh water to millions of people on an entire continent, free food trucks for the homeless, goes into grocery stores and pays for everybody's groceries. The only thing that the 1% does here is give to charities and foundations in their name. You go to the foundation's website, where does the money go? Back to them. Then you see people on the internet try to cancel Mr. Beast. Well, I was in Mr. Beast videos and Jake Paul didn't win, I did. Girl, nobody cares. Well, he called his girlfriend's job a hobby. He paid for my groceries for a month. Hey, he's a good man, Savannah, a good man. He just misspoke. Then you have the finance bros on social media. The billionaires deserve to be billionaires because they created something that everybody everybody uses. They don't owe anybody anything. Mr. Beast is not even a billionaire. He makes less than $90 million a year. That's still a lot of money. But millionaires do not compare to billionaires. And y'all say, I just don't like that he records everything. That's his job. He makes the video so he can make more money to give to more people. Imagine how different the world would be if the 1% cared.
Mr. Beast 100 Wells is disrespect to Africans. He described the entire Africa as a village with its people living in huts. He projected that all Africans lack good drinking water. Wells in 2023 is offensive. Why not boreholes or pipe-borne water? Africans do not need water donation. We ain't that poor and thirsty. Africa's a continent for countries. He must be specific where he went. Capitalism, he went, blah, blah, blah. Like, who cares? He went to Africa, and he did a good thing and changed the lives of people for the better. Regardless of if you love or hate Mr. Beast, he did go to Africa and give people without access to water. So, suck it.
As someone who makes commentary on articism and someone who has been watching Mr. Beast, I don't think over the years I have found a reason to drag him into such a name. Even though it's likely that people are able to just spot something and look at that and think it's a racist kind of thing. I haven't seen any kind of behavior or that he portrayed himself as high. I'm just saying, you guys, like, I'm just saying, give credit where credit is due. And I feel that same video of building 100 wells in Africa, I don't think he projected anything really racist about that. And it's the point for me at the end of the video where he says that of course the money that they are going to make, he's going to make on this video that he created is going to go to making more wells around the world. He said around the globe. Really, if it's going to be around the globe, are you going to call that man racist still? I don't think he made any statements in what he did or even in the video that were somewhat pointing to being a white supremacist. And I don't think that he shows off. I just feel like the internet made the right person famous, and I think it's off of what he really does. If you hear his story about how he started, it's how he even just picked up the trend of making the money and then spending it on things, on people, especially helping people in different kinds of ways. Sometimes I'm sitting like, I wish this help found me too. That's how good I have thought he has done. And some people were saying he just did that so that he could get more views and a lot of money. Actually, guys, it takes a lot for you to be involved in creating a well for even just one place. It's quite involving, but yes, the money goes in and everything, but why would somebody stress so much? I think Mr. Beast at this point is about that grubby self-interest. If ever he came out at any point being racist, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna slam him for that. Yeah, guys, you already know. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.